Hi, I'm Patrick. Welcome to the Vinyasa practice. Let's just go ahead and start laying on our backs. Meander yourself there. Go fast, go slow. Take your time. When you get there, feel your spine ground into the earth in points that naturally touch. Don't really force that action at all. Let your hands lay on your chest a little bit, allowing a sense of lightness, a sense of centering your body. If your feet want to internally rotate or externally rotate, just let that happen. Feel yourself kind of melting into the floor a bit here. Okay, nothing complicated, obviously we're just laying on the ground. And step by step, let's just begin to build some engagement and awareness in the body. So wherever the big toes are, spin them into touch and press into each other. Spread your pinky toes as wide apart as you possibly can. So you have the action of pressing the big toes together, but the pinkies are running away from the force that is your big toes pressing as much as they possibly can. Squeeze the fronts of the legs up in towards the hip crease. Go ahead and reach the hands towards your hips, let them be floating off the ground. Roll the chest up onto the rib cage. Try and keep the natural curve of the spine here, and then just float the feet off the ground. And yeah, it is a little bit of core, but it also is just waking up the body in a very nice, subtle way. Bring your hands to your hips. Press your hips in towards the midline of your body like you're shrinking up your waist. By just pressing your hands in, it would be really funny if we could actually shape our bones just by pressing them routinely. Maybe that is possible. I don't really know. Go ahead and reach your hands back overhead for just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and release down on 1. Open your arms up like a cactus, so elbows in line with shoulders, hands somewhere at head height. Bring the knees into the chest, and then go ahead and just lightly drop the knees over to the right. Lengthen through the spine, reaching the tailbone towards the front of your mat. Grounding the left shoulder. And keep things simple. You can make every single movement complicated, or you can make it simple and easy to digest. Go ahead and inhale the knees back to center. Drop them over to the left on an exhale. Okay, go at your pace. Some people like to really make that movement fast. Maybe notice a few pops in your spine. It could be early or late in the day for you. Understanding where the tightness in the back body comes from is always something to explore in your daily life and how that relates to your yoga practice. Go ahead and bring the knees back to center. Reach the feet up to the sky. Press the big toes together again. Spread the pinky toes wide apart. Try to have the ankles over the hips or close to. Sometimes it's really hard to find perfect proprioception, but over time, like years and years and years of time, it can get better. I don't know if perfect is ever achievable. Reach your hands up towards your feet, and then reach the hands out past your legs. So the toes are reaching up, like they're trying to touch you in the forehead, like you're trying to smell your own toes, even with your legs straight, and then the arms are reaching towards the front of your mat. So you're kind of creating an awkward shape here again, activating the low belly. Press the back down into the floor, but keep the shoulders and the mid-back lifted. Be here for just 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the shoulders lifted on one knee to lower the legs towards the front of your mat. Again, try and keep those toes spreading apart. So you're making this more than just a core exercise. You're trying to wake up the feet, trying to make your feet get smarter, which will help you with balancing poses. Bring the knees into the chest. Set the feet down. Lift the heart high. Lift the chest up. Coming to just an easy seat. Go ahead and spread the knees wide, Baddha-Konasana. Press the feet together, lift the heart high, try and press the low back through the belly. You can sit upright like I'm doing here, or if you would choose to fold, feel free to do that as well. So again, your practice, your choice. Maybe you like the folding action right now, it may feel nice to you. Or maybe you just want to stay upright and really focus on understanding where your pelvis is in space. So a lot of times in many seated postures, the pelvis can be in all kinds of different positions. Understanding where it is for you is just really important in learning your body.
close off the knees. Cross one ankle over the other. Squeeze the chest in, lean the heart out. And from here, you're just going to step back to plank pose. So you can do that with a pickup if you like to do that, or you can just roll onto the sides of your feet like I'll demo here and step right back to plank. Again, pickups are a lot of fun, but if you're new, they are very challenging. Warming up the wrists a little bit in plank here. One of the things I like to do in plank is actually let the pose be a bit inconsistent. It's really nice to hold engagement in one place, but it also means you're only getting strong in one place. If you have perfect alignment, you will find strength in that perfect alignment. If your alignment is slightly off, you'll find strength in that position where your alignment is slightly off. But if you always kind of move in between little different variations of the alignment, you'll get strong in all kinds of different places, or aware. A lot of times we confuse strength and awareness, and it's okay to consider building muscles to be awareness, because essentially you're finding new awareness in your body as you hold these different positions in slightly different movements. So sometimes the butt drops, the chest lifts. Other times the heart reaches out, the hips lift. Stay active through the whole body as much as you can. Take one more inhale here. On your exhale, go ahead and roll it right back to your downward facing dog. Awesome. So we have strength in the arms. We have some activation in the belly. Be aware of that. Let the head hang. Wrap the upper outer arms in. Create some space around the shoulders. Lift the forearms up just a touch. Really nice. We will go ahead and walk the hands all the way back to the feet, making your way to the back of the mat. A little bit of space in between the feet. Bend the knees a touch. Lift the chest out like a halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Keep the lift of the chest. Bend the knees a bit more so the front ribs come onto the thighs. Grab the big toes. Inhale, lift the heart a bit more. And then exhale, pull down as you straighten the legs a bit. Padayustasana. And finding a bit of stretch. A bit of ease. One more inhale here, and then exhale, release. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach your hands up. The fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, come onto your fingertips and just walk out to your downward facing dog on your fingertips. If that's ever uncomfortable for you, you can stay on your palms, obviously. But getting some activation in the hands is so important. Try and stay on your fingertips in down dog. Notice how it changes the pose just a little bit. Squeeze the upper outer arms in, lift the belly, squeeze the thumb and the index finger together. Notice that maybe activates the shoulder muscles a little bit, and activates the forearm muscles a little bit more. Take one more inhale here. On your exhale, go ahead and place your palms flat on the floor. Ground through the heels, lift the fronts of the legs up, reach through the thumbs, look long, lift heels, bend knee, step walk, float all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, hands reach up. Fingers touch, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, your vinyasa. So some variation of plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Now, anytime as we do some vinyasas, so you can skip them. No need to do them if they don't feel good and right in your body. I say this all the time, but one of the easiest ways to hurt yourself in yoga practice is shitty vinyasas, especially if you practice this style of yoga. Just because you do a lot of them in a lot of classes, and It's very easy to become mindless instead of mindful. Look long, lift heels, bend knees, step, walk, float to top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, hands reach up, fingers reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, dive down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Your Vinyasa again. Try and step back with a different foot this time. If you step back, you can always jump back, lift back, float back, whatever feels good to you. Let that happen in your body. Take a few breaths here again. Every time you come back to down dog, reconnecting with the posture just a little bit. Ground through the insides of your hands, reach through the thumbs. Pull the belly button up, look long, lift heels, bend knees. Step, walk, float to top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, hands reach up. Fingers touch, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Looks like we have a visitor in our video. Exhale, your Vinyasa. Stay so active through the movement, so mindful, so connected with the breath. Ground into the hands, reach through the thumbs, lift the belly up a lot. Look long, lift heels, bend knees, step, walk, float to top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, hands reach up, fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep the hands at heart. Press the thumbs into the chest, chest into the thumbs. Body's a little warm from those Sundays. Sit the tailbone low, Utkatasana. Keeping the hands at the heart. Pull the shins back, sit the hips low, lift the belly up, lift the belly up. So you're trying to create space between the fronts and tops of your legs and the midsection of your body. Keep sitting the hips low, keep lifting the chest. Take an inhale here, on your exhale, reach the heart out. Thumbs still stay at the heart, so you're pressing the chest out into the thumbs. It's like giving you the thought in line with the action of movement. Beautiful. Keep grounding through the heels, maybe sit just a little bit lower. Then lift the ribs up a little bit. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh and twist. Spinning the right shoulder up to the sky. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Keep twisting. Eyes out there. Inhale, twist back to center. Hands come back, thumbs to the chest, stay in the chair. I know it's burning, but again, the purpose is to find a bit of action. Lean the ribs back onto the tops of the legs. Lift the heart out. Beautiful, pull the shins back a bit more. Inhale, lift the ribs up, right elbow to outside of left thigh, twist. Sit lower, spin the left shoulder up. Reach through the crown of the head, ground the heels down. Inhale, twist back to center. And exhale, fold. Thank goodness. That's over. A lot of work in the legs there. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up. Fingers touch. Keep the left arm reaching up. Inhale, reach the right arm to circle back behind your body. Let it touch the back of your right leg or your right butt cheek, depending on how long your arm is. And then just lift up. It's like a half standing back bend, extension through the left arm. Then inhale, reach the right arm back up. Let it connect with the left. Reach the left arm up, back, and behind. Stay active in the front side of the body. So you're not going into or go back. We're just creating a little bit of an asymmetrical back bend here. Lift the belly button up. Emphasized by some of the twisting that we just did. Inhale, reach the left arm all the way up. Let the hands come to touch. And exhale. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up again. And exhale, dive down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's all step back to plank pose this time. Option to be on your palms or your fingertips, so whatever feels better to you. Press into your toes, get active in your hands. Active in your hands and your feet. Squeezing the midline. Squeezing the fronts of the legs. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, let's lower to our chaturanga variation. Let's inhale, rise back up to plank. On exhale, the knees drop down. The chest and the chin drop down. Option to scoot the chest back for a breath. Option to float the feet. Option to float the hands if that feels comfortable to you. Pressing the chest down, pressing the knees down, lifting everything else away from the floor in a comfortable position. Except for maybe the head and the chin. We don't want to crank the neck too much. Set the hands for upward facing dog or low cobra. Inhale to rise. And exhale. Take it all the way back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here. Again, got a bit of a twist action in before, so I'm noticing that. Go ahead and inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky, reach through the right toes. Ground the left heel. Exhale, right knee all the way up to the nose. Right knee comes in between the arms, right knee connects with the forehead. Beautiful. Set the right foot down in between the hands. Lightly roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Keep the right heel grounded. And then reach the right arm up to the sky. So you're twisting, but you're letting the outer left hip drop. Right arm reaches up. Maybe if you're a little bit tighter, it's opening up the glute to touch. Or you're just finding a bit of a variation of the hips. Beautiful. Reach through the crown of the head, lengthen through the midsection of the body. On the exhale, twist back to center, roll onto the left toes. Drop the left heel down, the right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Lengthen through the left hand. Reach through the crown of the head. Parshvikonasana, side angle pose. Feel the shift in the pelvis there. We talked about it earlier. We're really focusing on that here. One more inhale. On your exhale, the left hand comes back down to the floor. You roll onto the left toes. The pelvis squares down. The left hip squares down. Let's keep the pelvis neutral this time. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. So going back to that twist, but we're not rolling to the outer edge of the foot this time. We're pressing into those back left toes, twisting from the rib cage, opening the heart, lengthening through the crown of the head, grounding into the left hand as much as you would like to. We're also maybe getting lighter on the left hand if that feels more connected. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, right hand down to the floor. Reach the chest out. Again, keep the hips square. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, reach the arms way out in front of you. Extending your lunge. Pull the arms back by your side like you're trying to flex your biceps. Show off those muscles to yourself in the mirror maybe right now. Inhale, rise up to lunge, lifting the front belly away from the top of the leg. Straighten the front right leg. It's likely tired. And then exhale, let your upper body waterfall over the front right shin. Yeah, a lot of people like to drop the left heel here, go to the variation of pyramid pose. Feel free to do that, but maybe just let it be a bit longer. Reach the heart out. Roll the left hip down. Ground into the right heel. Ground into the right big toe. Maybe keep lifting from the top of the left leg. Hug everything into the midline. Bend the right knee. Lean, lift the chest out. Knee over ankle. Pull the belly button in a lot. So giving the straight leg a bit of a rest for a moment. And so you need to drag the left foot all the way up as you straighten the right leg, standing splits. Let's stay with the stretch the sternum. So again, very much preparing our body to move to inversions in a little bit. But take part in this preparation process. Preparation equals success in the yoga practice, and the success, it would maybe mean a bit more understanding of what you're doing as opposed to a result with the posture. Beautiful. From here, if you'd like to defy gravity instead of floating on the hands, let's go ahead and bring the hands to the heart so they float off the ground. Press the chest into the thumbs. Again, reach through the left heel. Straighten the right leg as much as you can, and then lift the chest away, going to this light variation of Warrior 3, what burns to rise up. Reach the chest, reach through the left heel. Stay focused and present in the movement, in your connection with yourself and what you're doing. On your exhale, fold back down. Hands to the floor. Bend the right knee, step the left foot back long. Reach the right leg up and all the way towards the sky. Bend the right knee. When you get there, open the hip. Option to stay right here. Go for a wild thing / foot down variation, whatever you call it. But maybe try and not let the right toes touch the floor. So roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Reach the right toes towards the left wrist crease. Reach the right arm overhead or up to the sky. Floating. Finding that beautiful bit of awkward balance and strength. Creating a connection with yourself. And on your exhale, back to downward. Facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up to the sky. On your exhale, left knee to nose. Left knee to the forehead, maybe left knee between arms as much as you can. Set the left foot down in between the hands. So again, just like on the first round, roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Keep the left knee over the ankle, and then reach the left arm up to the sky. So getting a nice twist here. Opening the chest, lengthening through the crown of the head. And again, maybe stretching the outside of the left glute a bit. Sit the hips so really peel the heart open, really lengthen through the midsection of the body. And on your exhale, roll onto the right toes. The left hand comes to the inside of the left foot. Drop the right heel down. Feel the shift of the pelvis. As the right arm reaches up to the sky, the heart opens. The pelvis slightly opens. Lengthen through the left side of the body. Left knee down, ground through the right heel. Don't open the pelvis so much that you're trying to fit it in between two panes of glass. Instead, think about the balance of the body. Think about action through the right leg, lifting from the inside of the right leg, anchoring through the left heel, peeling the chest open, lengthen. Lift the belly a little bit more. Breathe into your space here. Never a rush. Working in a place that feels good to you, feels connected, feels like something you can handle. On your exhale, right hand to the floor. Roll onto the right toes, square the hips and the pelvis, lift the belly. Press into the right palm as much as you would like, or as much as you need. Hug the left knee over the left ankle and the left hip in line with that. And then inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Keep opening the heart as much as you can here. Breathing in. And notice that if your legs, like the right hip drops or the left hip goes wide or the left knee goes wide, it's not going to kill you. You'll be just fine. You're just not twisting as much. And that's something to be aware of. That's why good alignment and twist is so important. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, left hand to the floor. Balancing the hips, balancing the shoulders. Lift the belly, press into the left heel. Inhale, reach the arms out in front of you, extending the lunge. Press into the right toes. Don't just take this into the left leg. Lift from the front of the right leg. Lift from the back of the right leg. Press the right heel towards the floor. It's not going to touch, but feel the action. One more inhale. And exhale, pull the arms back in towards your body. Flex those muscles. Get really strong like it's a weightlifting contest. And then lift the heart up. Lifting the front of the body away from the front of the leg. Beautiful. Lunge. Straighten the left leg. On your exhale, let your upper body waterfall over the left shin. Coming into a place of stretch, a place of ease, maybe a place of centering. Notice if your breath slows down in these positions. Notice if you hear the little pitter-patter of kitten feet roaming around the room. Bend the left knee. Reach the chest out, ground into the left heel, giving the left leg in a straight variation a bit of a break. For a moment, Walk the hands out just slightly if you need to for a moment. Ground into the left heel. Rise up. Standing split strength. Drag the back foot in. Reach the chest out, then fold it down. Get active in the right foot. Reach through the right heel. Lift the belly. Drop the chest. Perfect. Balance the low back. And then from here, if you'd like to defy gravity, bring the hands to the heart. Reach the chest out, ground through the left heel. Inhale, rise up, defy gravity, warrior three, but with the thumbs at the chest. Focusing on the extension through the back right leg, extension through the chest out, getting long, using the low back muscles, reaching through the right heel. The legs may shake, it may be tiring. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, slowly fold down, not in a rush, staying connected, staying with purpose. Hands back to floor. Bend left knee, step right foot back. Plant your palms, sweep the left foot all the way up to the sky. Bend the left knee, open the hip. And we get an option to stay or wild thing / foot dog, whatever you call it. But again, stay with this variation with the right leg straight. It's almost like a side plank. The left toes go towards the back. With the right wrist, spin the heart up. Reach the left hand up and over your head. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, make it back to your downward facing dog. Ground into the hands. Hop up onto your fingertips. Inhale forward to plank pose. Remember, fingertips very optional movement. Let's really wake up the hands here for a moment. Get active in the fingertips. Reach the chest out. Squeeze the forearms in. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Try and get active in the belly a bit here. Using the hands. Using your awareness. Waking up those muscles. They sometimes sleep a lot, especially because nobody uses pens to write anymore. We all just type things. Hold here for just 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on one exhale, back to down dog. Happy that little bit's over maybe, but now feel how much easier it is to grip the mat with your hands on the floor, the rug, whatever you're on, with your hands in your down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Let's follow that sequence we did. Exhale, right knee to nose. Exhale, right foot down in between the hands. Inhale, reach the right arm up, roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Spin, let the left hip drop. On your exhale, right hand to inside of right foot. Drop the left heel down. Inhale, reach left arm up, side angle. On your exhale, left hand down to floor. Roll onto the left toes, balance the hips. Inhale, reach the right arm up to sky. Twisting. Let the right hand touch the back of the left glute. Inhale, reach the left arm up the left hand. The right hand traces the back of the left leg as you reverse. On your exhale, reach the right arm up, come to center. Flex the arms in like we did. Lift the belly, straighten the right leg. Create a connection with the whole front side of the body. That's why we do the flex. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Bend the right knee, reach the chest out. Ground into the right foot, rise on up, standing splits. You're very ready now. Option to play with handstand if you'd like, or stay where you were, or do the Defy Gravity Warrior 3 that we did on side 1. So light in your movements, so connected with your space, with how your body feels, where you need to be right now. Slowly the right foot comes back to the floor. Lift the chest high. Bend the right knee, step the left foot back, palms back, sweep the right leg all the way up to the sky. Bend the right knee, open hip, option to stay or go to that foot dog variation. Reaching the right foot towards the back of the left wrist. Spinning the heart up, grounding into the left index knuckle. Breathing in, one more inhale. And on your exhale, right back to your down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. On your exhale, left knee to nose. Left foot down in between the hands. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Reach the left arm up. Twisting open, get long. On your exhale, left hand to floor. And inside of left foot, drop right heel down. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Hug the left hip to the middle. Spin the chest high. On your exhale, right hand to floor. Square off the hips. Inhale, open the left arm up. Lift the belly, reach the left hand up, 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 lengthen through the crown of the head. And slowly, the left hand reaches back towards your right butt. Maybe give it a feel. But just trace the back of your right hamstring with the left hand as you reach the right arm up to the sky. Opening the chest, opening the heart. Coming to this big, expansive position in your body. Reach the left arm up. Square off the hips, square off the rib cage. Hug the arms in to really focus on that squaring action. Straighten the left leg. Fold over the left shin, reach the heart out. Bend the left knee, reach the chest out long, pull the belly button in. Ground into the left heel. Drag the right foot in, lift up, standing splits. So again, user's choice, practitioner's choice, personal choice. Build your own adventure, whatever you want to call it. Option for handstand, option for warrior three, option to stay and stretch. Be where you are for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. The left foot is back on the floor. Halfway lift the chest out, ground through the left heel. Bend the left knee, step the right foot back long, palms come flat. Inhale, sweep the left leg all the way up to the sky. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Option to go to that foot variation. We've been working. Pointing the left toes towards the right wrist crease, spin the heart high. Really reach those toes over, ground through the whole side edge of the foot. And then on your exhale, make it back to downward facing dog. If you fancy a vinyasa, now's a nice time. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. One more time through the flow. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to nose. Right foot down. Inhale, reach the right arm up, roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Lift the heart, extend through the crown of the head. On your exhale, right hand down. Left heel down. Left arm reaches up. Opening. Let's go ahead and rise up to a warrior two this time. Beautiful. Exhale right back to your side angle. Left hand down to the floor. Roll onto the left toes. Square off the hips. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Lengthen through the crown of the head, press into the left toe. Reach the right arm back to the left hamstring. Ground into the right heel, trust yourself to ground it. And lift up, reaching the left arm up. Opening, trace the back of the left leg. Lift the chest. Sweep the right arm up, square the shoulders, square the hips. Flex the arms in, really find that squaring action. Straighten the right leg, lift the heart high, fold over the right shin. Reaching the chest out, ground into the inside of the right foot, press into the left toes. Bend the right knee, lean the heart out. Drag the left foot up, standing splits. Last time this side. Same options as before. Play with the hand balance, or the warrior three, or the hold. Slowly right foot back to the floor. Halfway lift, the chest goes out. Bend the right knee, step the left foot back. Palms plant flat, by the toes. Sweep the right leg up to the sky. Bend the right knee, open the hip. Option to hold or play with the flip. Again, keeping the right toes floating today. Notice the difference in the movement of the body. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Left foot down in between hands. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Sweep the left arm up. Lengthen through the crown of the head and the chest. Spin the inner right hip in. Reach. Exhale, left hand down on the inside of left foot. Right heel rolls down and flat. Maybe check the alignment of the heels before you inhale. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Lengthen through the side waist. Lift from the inside of the right leg. Breathe into the length of the side body. Take one more round of breath here. And then inhale, rise up to your warrior two. One more inhale here. Exhale back to side angle. Inhale on the side angle. Exhale, right hand to floor. Roll onto right toes. Reach chest out. Inhale, reach left arm up. Keep hips as square as they can be. So you're twisting from the shoulders, from the ribs, not from the hips. They're neutral. Left hand finds the back of the right leg. Inhale, rise up as left hand traces the back of the right leg. The right arm reaches up to the sky. Keep pressing into the toes, opening the chest, opening the heart. And on your exhale, come to center. With the arms, lunge. Pull the arms in, bending the elbows, squeeze the midsection. Straighten the left leg. Let the upper body waterfall over the left shin. Bend the left knee, lean the chest out, ground through the left heel. Lift the belly, drag the right foot up and in, standing splits. Notice that's not a push, it's a nice little drag. Last round, whatever you've been taking, sit with it, play with it, give it a go one last time. Left foot to the floor. Halfway lift. Bend the left knee, step the right foot back long. Place the palms. Sweep the left leg all the way up to the sky. Open the hip. Really twist. Ground the right heel. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot if you've been doing that, or stay with the bent leg, three-legged dog. Left toe reach towards right wrist. Floating off the ground. Spinning the hips up. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale lower to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Drop to the knees, hero's pose. Let the feet spread or sit on the heels, whatever feels better to you. Just take a moment of centering, a moment of calming down. That flow is pretty rigorous, and especially if you took it into inverted posture, it could be quite challenging on the body. So allow yourself a moment to recover, especially if you're exploring new things. Really nice. Go ahead and move the shoulders and hips to stack over the knees. Preparing for Ustrasana, camel pose. So toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels better to you. Hands to maybe support the low back, or sometimes like to bring the hands to the rib cage to really emphasize the lift of the heart. We've played with, a lot of motions similar to this, so prepare yourself. We'll take a few rounds of it. Inhale, lift the chest high. Lift the chest high. Always go back on inhales. Exhales, use them to center yourself from the back bend practice. When you're ready, use an exhale to come up. And sit on your heels, take a moment. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Bend the right elbow. You can grab the top of the right elbow with the left hand, or swing the left hand behind the back, catching the fingers. Gomukhasana arms. Getting a nice shoulder stretch here, a little bit of an opening that'll help us for our next round. Be here for just 5, 4, 3, 2. Then on 1, go ahead and switch your side. So the right arm will wrap around the back, and the left arm will go high, or the right hand will grab the top of the left elbow. Again, whatever is more suited for you in your practice right now. Don't mean to rush to do something that doesn't fit your body. It just doesn't work. Take time with it. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Release on 1. Rise up onto your knees. Roll the shoulders out a few times. And then prepare for Ustrasana round 2. Ground into the knees. Squeeze the belly. Let this be strong and active. And then that will allow you to really move through spaces of the body. So you don't want to flex, because that's shutting down back bend, right? But you want to stay connected through the midsection of the body, so we're not just dropping into the low back. Hands to low back or rib cage, whatever feels more comfortable to you. Let's all take this first inhale together, and then you'll move through the rest of the process as you'd like. Inhale. Use an exhale to close whenever you'd like. Sit back on your feet. Reach the hands up to the sky. Reach the right hand behind the left arm, like you're giving yourself a high five, but from the opposite side. So the right hand is high fiving from the left, and the left hand is high fiving from the right. And then lift up, open the chest, and just take a little bit of a back bend here. But mainly just focus on length, getting it out of the shoulders, really finding some space. Press the hands together. Reach through the fingers. And exhale, release. Side 2. Reach the arms up. This time the left hand comes behind the right. That feels really uncoordinated for me, so that's definitely my second side. Notice what it feels like for you. Press the hands together, squeeze the palms together. Again, create space around the shoulders. Lift the heart, press the hands, lift, squeeze the belly. So you're getting high. So only think about like your back wing, but just with the shoulders, just with the opening in the arms. And exhale, release. It's like a spaceship lands when you exhale sometimes. Roll the shoulders out a bit. Let them sway side to side. Last round of Ustrasana. Rise up onto the knees. Again, notice, so we're doing shoulder stretching, right, which isn't directly part of our Ustrasana, But it also is because we're back bending. So notice how that affects your movement through the back bend practice. Hands to low back or rib cage. Let's all take, so you'll always close on the exhale, but this first inhale, let's take it together to move through the beginning of the posture. Inhale to rise and go back. Whenever you're ready to exhale, that's when you'll exit. Or whenever you're ready to exit, that's when you'll exhale, excuse me. Sit back on your feet for a moment. And then come up onto your toes, bring your knees into the chest, hug them in, creating like a little small shape, like a child's pose, but you're on your toes with your heels lifted. So no real pressure anywhere, but we're just like giving ourselves a hug like it's freezing cold outside or something. Awesome. Then from here, I'm obviously facing the middle of the mat. You can do this too, or you can stay facing the front of the mat. It really doesn't matter, just more depends on the space you have. We're gonna move through side crow on each side from here. So we'll go with our legs. So we'll twist to the right first, so the legs essentially pointing to the left. So for me, I will position the knees to face the front of the mat. Lift the chest. Notice I'm sitting just on my heels gradually. The left elbow comes as close to the right hip as I can muster. And we're just going to stay with side crow, so no variations. Feet together with the knees bent or legs straight, wherever feels good to you. Palms flat on the floor. Keep the right arm free of body parts. Lean the chest to the middle, bend the elbows. Look out, lean out, lift up. Extend legs if you'd like. Let's hold here for just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees back in, feet down. Twist the legs to the other way or twist the arms the other way, just depending on where you are on the mat / where you have space, where you are practicing, which is a big part of the whole situation. Right elbow close to the left hip, palms flat, lean chest out, keep left arm free of body parts. Look out. I always say this, but think that you're presenting yourself, you're presenting your chest, you're being very confident in this movement through the body. Also know that in the prep phase, you're in the prep right now, perfect. You don't need to leave or let your feet leave the floor. They can stay just as they are. Look out, lean out, bend the elbows, lift up, pull belly in, reach feet out. If you'd like, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet back, down, in. Awesome job if you rock those arm balances. Definitely a good little thing to add in for bringing our body back to center from some of those back bends, and also to keep us moving in the direction of more back bend. Make your way onto your back. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose, ground through the heels. Tips of fingertips touch backs of Achilles tendons. Lift the shoulders up a bit. Pull the shins back to lift the hips higher. Option to grab the ankles if you'd like. It'll give you a bit more lift maybe for today's movement. You might be ready for it. If not, take the bind underneath or have your arms in like a robot-esque action. And exhale, release down. Allow yourself to drop and mold to the floor. Ground into the feet. Stay with the Setu Bandha if that's what feels good to you. Or go to Urdhva Dhanurasana, place hands, place feet. Inhale, rise up onto the crown of the head. Pull the chest back, ground through the arms. Inhale, rise up.
Option to shorten. Get a bit more length if you'd like, if you need it. Hold for just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Exhale, lower all the way down. Last round of back bend, wherever you'd like to go. Set the hands, set the feet, and the space in your body. Inhale, rise up. Breathe in your back bend. So often people forget to do that. Squeeze the legs in, they're just as important. Pull the shins back, lift the chest up. Feel the curve of the body, natural and comfortable. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Let the legs go long. Let the body melt down for just a moment. Everything releases. Press the toes together just like we began. Spread the pinky toes wide. Reach the hands up towards the hips. Roll the chest up onto the rib cage. Lift the feet. So connected and active in the core. You could stay here, or you can reach the hands overhead. Whatever feels more natural for you, just for 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release. On 1. Walk the feet in close, like you were setting up a bridge, but don't worry, we're done with back bends. Hook the right ankle just to the outside of the left knee, and let that drop on over to the right side of the room. And go ahead and twist back to center. Unwrap the right leg, press into the right foot, bring the left ankle to the outside of the right knee. Drop the hips over and the legs over to the left, look to the right. Stretching the section of the body. Twist back to center. Unwrap the left leg. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Siddhasana. Knees spread wide. Press the feet together. Let the knees open. Let the shoulders roll down. Awesome. Knees come back together. Go ahead and finish up here with power shoulder stand. Whatever feels a bit more right to you. If you have any neck sensitivity, take plow pose. Maybe you can take a
bit of a inverted Paschimottanasana like I'm doing here really gives a nice stretch for the low back and for the hamstrings. Stay with your breath, moving to a place of stillness, a place of ease, no matter where you are. Wherever you are, slowly make your way to Konasana, Deaf Man's Pose. And on your inhale, lift the knees. On your exhale, slowly let your legs and your back come all the way down to the floor. Moving into your Shavasana. If there's one or two light grounding poses you'd like to practice before you finish off, feel free and do that now. But really allow yourself to move into a place of stillness and a place of ease, where you're witnessing the moment, and just for what it is, not for the movement or the sensation, but just for the observation of the eternal present. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.